Hello and welcome to the Austin Interviews ... podcast, where Austin interviews ... Today I'll be interviewing Elysze Held. Hello.
Hi.
I have a little introduction statement that I wrote. So today we have the incredible pleasure of welcoming a true icon in the world of fashion, Elysze Held, known as the go-to celebrity stylist for some of the biggest names in the industry. Elysze has built a reputation for her impeccable eye to detail, her ability to merge art with fashion, and her unmatched expertise in high-end styling. Whether it's dressing A-list stars for red carpets, fashion shows, galas, Elysze is the mastermind behind some of the most unforgettable looks. So that was my little introduction for you.
I am so happy to be here, but we have to talk about the jacket.
Oh yeah.
We have to talk about the jacket, the fit, which to me is the most important thing. I think
sure.
the way something fits someone and that it works with their personality, and it's trendy, but it's not trendy.
Yeah.
And what happens is it's trendy because it's Gucci, but it's trendy because it's Gucci, but it's not trendy because it's just a perfect A silhouette. It's just a perfect fit.
For me, like what I like to do, especially with pieces like this, is have something that's a forever piece and something that's classy, but also something that's, you know, a little bit more me, a little bit more fun. So I love to do that with monogram, but then again, like the fit that Gucci does is just such a classic cut that I think that just looks good on almost every guy.
You know, my work wardrobe really is black t-shirts, and I've been doing it before Armani, I'm just saying, but I would always wear black t-shirts with a black jacket and jeans, or, you know, I'm out of jeans now, but black pants.
Yeah.
And I have a different kind of boots that I wear. But it's a uniform, and I do have a Alexander Wang. I like the big boxy ones.
They're
and
great.
They're very Balenciaga, but at the same time not overwhelming. So I like the fit in the cut because I can do a lot of things with them.
Balenciaga's always been one of my favorite for that.
Exactly. And it's black on black for the logo.
Yeah.
So I gave a talk about that once. I said, if you're going to do a logo, do the black on black.
For sure.
Just have the logo embedded and embossed into the fabric, and that's good enough.
I agree. I have to agree with you on that point. So here we're going to go in and start the questions and start this podcast.
Okay.
So Elysze, you work with some of the biggest names in the fashion and entertainment world. What's the secret of styling a celebrity for an event that makes them stand out or feel like themselves?
Well, that's it. That's the question. They have to feel like themselves. I can watch someone on a red carpet, and I can tell you, when I'm just even watching the show, I can say they were paid an extraordinary amount of money for that. Now, I styled for celebrities way before the fashion houses came in and paid stylists and paid celebrities to wear them, which is it's very big right now. But you can always tell somebody that absolutely sticks to their own style.
For sure.
You know, that completely has their own personal style before there was even a personal style word. It's very funny because just at my event for Lanvin the other night, that I was so happy that you came.
Of course, thank you for inviting me.
You know, I did a little background on one of a stylist that was there said, put an Instagram note out and said, this was like taking a master class with Elysze on the history of Lanvin.
Really is.
Because what has happened is I came from costuming. I came from American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco, and I went into the fashion industry because for backstage, knowing how fast it took, how fast I had to be to change an actor, I had 30 seconds.
Nice.
I could do it without any panic.
Wow, that is so impressive.
So it was really because it was ingrained in me, just get the job done. And that's why I was just recently interviewed, and I said, you know, I always wanted my career to be like that of a British actor.
Wow.
Because they are focused on the work. They are not focused on getting famous. They are actually focused on the work. And I came into that in San Francisco, I have to say, in the 70s, of just getting the job done. So I went from backstage at American Conservatory Theater to the fashion office at Macy's San Francisco, which was bigger than Neiman Marcus is today.
Oh, geez.
It's the way the companies worked.
Wow.
And then I went to I. Magnon's, which was Bergdorf.
Wow.
So that's where I came from, and I did all of their advertising, and I was so blessed to work in the studio in California and then San Francisco, and then we had to do a reshoot. So I would fly to Chicago to work with Skrebneski.
Oh my God! Wow.
And just and the thing is that, you know, at the time, it's not like, oh my God, you get to work with these people. It's just like, this is what the job is that you have to do.
For sure.
And in the I don't know, it was in the probably. My son was 2, so it was probably 89.
Wow.
That a friend of mine in New York said, listen, I'm doing a huge campaign. Do you mind coming and helping me sort the clothes out?
Wow.
I said it would, you know, and I said, well, I'm home with the baby. I would absolutely love to do anything with you. So it was a Gianni Versace shoot
Oh my God.
in South Beach.
That's like my dream.
In the trailer and everything like that. And I just came in, I just sorted out the clothes.
Wow.
Lined them up, sorted it out, put the time that we were shooting, everything, because as a stylist, you know, she knew that she could rely on me to just, you know, anonymously not jump onto the set, just put everything together and then leave.
And I feel like people don't know how much work that truly is. We use the term put it together, but really every piece that you put together has so much thought into it. And I think that that's more impressive than having to, you know, design the looks and everything, because it really is how it is organized, how the show is made and produced, that really is what captivates you into the fashion and
Absolutely.
The people.
Everything is thought out. Every single moment is thought out. Now, in case something breaks, there's 20 other things right there that you can grab that will work. But at the same time, when and I just talked about this recently when I lectured at a class, I said, you have to understand that as a fashion editor, as a stylist, my job is 99% done before I get there.
Yeah.
And actually on TikTok, I did a TikTok on it.
We'll definitely get into, Elysze has the best social media account. I will find myself stalking her account for just hours on end, scrolling down till posts from like long time ago, because really your content is something that is so unique and so incredible to watch. And the thing I love about Elysze, and something that you have, is you have that signature look, you know. And I was thinking about it earlier, it's the bees. You have your blue glasses, you're always wearing black, you got the blonde bob. I just love that you have that signature look that from across the room I know that Elysze is standing there.
It's so funny you would mention signature look, because I looked like that before the term signature look was out.
Existed.
It's just what happened.
Yeah.
And I was on the board for Dash School of the Arts.
Yes.
And I gave a talk there to the graduating class. And this young gentleman raises his hand. He said, "Could you tell me when you started to create your iconic, signature look?"
Yeah.
This was years ago. And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, your glasses, your hair, your lipstick." And I said, "All right, I have to ask you, you're a design student, right?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "You've been studying here for 4 years, and you want to know about my hair and my glasses." I said, "I've been backstage at some of the biggest designers in the world. I have done so many things, and your design teacher just fell on the floor out of embarrassment because you want to know about my hair."
Yeah.
It's just, I didn't always have bangs.
Really?
But I did see a photo of me. I kept the bangs starting in 2005.
I love the bangs.
2005, I cut to the bangs.
Wow.
And the rest just evolved.
Yeah. It looks great.
And when I needed glasses, I remember being in Paris and seeing these little old ladies walking down the street, and they had blue tint in their glasses.
Cute.
And I said, well, if I'm going to wear glasses, I have to have
the look.
These kind of glasses.
I love that when you take inspiration of things that are just on the street. Which is so great.
On the street.
And it's so interesting that you said, like, now, when you think of fashion, you think that, like, people, you wouldn't, think that someone would be asking about your signature look, but that's such a big thing now that we see throughout so many creators, is that they have their look. And personally, I love that, but a lot of times they don't even realize.
I didn't even realize that was my look. And everything with the black is that I actually even tried to not wear black for a while.
Wow.
I really tried. And as a matter of fact, I was in Danny Santiago's warehouse the other day, and he's doing just like and just like that, and he did Sex in the City, and I saw so many iconic things. So you are going to be really surprised when you see my next TikTok, which will be about being in the warehouse and seeing this is the blue coat that Carrie fell down the runway in Dolce & Gabbana. This is the blue coat she wore. But anyway, I love I was at the warehouse and I pull out this dress and we both laughed at it because the funny thing is I gave it to Danny.
No.
Well, wait, I'll tell you why I gave it to Danny. Because I was going to something and I was going to a wedding and the bride had said, tell your friend, the mother bride was my best friend. She says, please tell Elysze she cannot wear black to my wedding. Oh my God. You know, my husband says it's bad luck. She can't wear black. Yeah. So I said, you know, out of respect, I'm a guest. I'm not going to wear. So I bought a dress and I just didn't feel like me the whole night because it was a dress that I had to think about. You know, I've been given a gift by Dolce & Gabbana of what are the bustier dresses. And I wore them to something once. And the whole time I'm pulling at the sleeve, I'm tugging at this, and I'm going, that's not my look. Yeah. You know, it's just not my look. And thank you for the gift.
Thank you,
but
Dolce.
I'll put a jacket over it, and then it will look great. It will look like me.
I love that. So now going on to that, you have been dubbed Miami's fashion fairy godmother. What's the magic behind creating that unforgettable red carpet or editorial look?
Well, it's really, you know, I do not style people according to my taste. I style people according to their taste. Wow. I style people according to what they feel the best in. And this is one of the things that I tell any private clients that I have. I said, look in the mirror. If you're just looking and go, oh, this is great, then no, take it off. Yeah. Take it off. I mean, I have said to that I worked with for a long time, a very famous male celebrity. Yeah. He was futzing with the jacket, and he's futzing with the jacket. Finally, I go, "Oh my God, sweetie, you're worse than my 10-year-old. Take that off. Take that off."
That's gonna be like our title of the episode.
Take it off.
Take it off.
Take that off.
I love that. So you've worked with so many high-profile clients. Can you share your most memorable styling moment?
My most memorable styling moment. Well, actually,
with anybody, it could be with anyone.
And actually, just the other night, the Lanvin event, an old client of mine from New York was in town. I invited her, and I had produced a series of things because being backstage and knowing how things work for so long, people have asked me to produce. And she was lived in L.A., Vegas, and New York, and she was doing a series of interviews with women.
Oh, wow.
So through someone, I had just asked, you know, you're the chairman of KIPS. Do you know what KIPS is? KIPS Bay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the designer showcase that all the proceeds benefit breast cancer and AIDS. So what happened is I knew the chairman of it just by conversation. And I said, by the way, what time does KIPS Bay open? She said noon. I said, if we have a big movie crew, can we possibly come in like 7 in the morning and shoot?
God, that's so great.
She said, absolutely. I said, and what happens, you can have the footage.
Oh, wow.
So you will show, and the camera crew, she's paying for it, so they'll go through and just give you all the footage. So the story that Renee was telling me the other evening was, she said, so Eliza's producing it, and there's an assistant that's supposed to be at the bottom of the stairs and telling people you can't come up. Well, the person obviously was intimidated, and these two women walk up. Yeah. And Elyse looks at the woman, and she says, we're shooting, you can't come up. Yeah. And Drew Barrymore looks at her and says, you know, I really should know better. And Elyse says,
oh my God.
Said, that's okay. It was a mistake. The KIPS Bay is not open for an hour. If you don't mind just going on the floor below, and then you can come up in like an hour. Yeah. She goes, I'm so sorry, I really should know better. She says, and as Drew says, and then she says, and Drew's very apologetic to Elyse because she's the producer. Aww. And as Drew Barrymore is walking away, we're all intimidated. Yeah. And I said to her, she was very nice, but the person says to me, well, Elyse just told Drew Barrymore to leave. Oh, no. And I said, well, it's Drew Barrymore. Yeah. We're a movie set. She knew better. Yeah. And Drew Barrymore yells up the stairs, yes, I did know better.
Oh, my God,
I'm so sorry.
Amazing.
I said, that's okay.
That's so great.
You know, it's because what happens is being in the same room with celebrity,
Yeah.
there's like, hi.
Yeah.
It's like nobody.
It's a whole nother,
Yeah, it's a whole nother world. It's like, does this fit you or it doesn't? Can you come upstairs or you can't? You know, and it's like it's just, we're all working. This is our job.
It's a job.
This is their job.
Yeah, but I love that. I love that some, you know, because when you think of celebrities, sometimes you think of that like sort of, they're very like to themselves and don't want to say a lot. But I like when celebrities can open themselves, like Drew just did, and was having fun with it, and didn't say.
She had fun with that.
Yes, of course. And didn't say like, hey, no, I'm like I'm allowed to come up here, or was anything. You know, you when I love when they. You know, it's the person.
Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
the title.
And she did see the sign. That was what she yelled up. She goes, I know, I saw the sign. I'm sorry.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
So.
Oh my God. So I think going towards that, what is like the most important factor when styling a person or a celebrity for an event that you think that you take into account the most?
Are they happy with it?
Yeah. I think that's super
because
important.
what is the number one thing that looks the best on people? Confidence.
Confidence. I have to agree.
Confidence looks the best on people. If you feel good, we feel good.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing. And if somebody looks in the mirror at them, whether it's male or female, and they're looking in the mirror at them and they're going like this, well, no. Again, what do we say? Take it off.
Take it off. You have to take it off.
That's what you do. You say take it off. But it's really, and the same thing with the celebrity. I can tell you one celebrity moment that I was watching on a monitor. I can't tell you where I was because I had an NDA, but I was watching on a monitor, and a person went up, a very famous actress, young, wonderful, went up to accept her Academy Award, and she tripped on the step.
Oh my God.
And everybody looked at me.
Oh no.
And I will tell you why. I swear to God. Because I said a half hour before, there's too much tulle under that dress. When she lifts it up. Yeah. There's no way her heel's not going to.
Yeah.
She can't. She's going to trip.
Yeah.
And they just went, "You're a witch," you know.
Oh, no.
No. Oh. But we laughed.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It was like, and I said, it's the basics. It's the absolute basics of walking in a dress. I gave a seminar once to a group of women that had bought me at a charity auction.
Oh my God.
And I showed them how to get in and out of a car.
Oh my God! Oh, like that's very like PR training.
It's very basic PR training.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you see that. I love, like we were talking about earlier. There's so much to the process.
There's so much.
Whether it's the one petticoat that's under your skirt, or it's the way to get out of a car, or the way to walk to a door. All of that has to be so thoroughly planned out, and which is amazing is Elysze really goes through and makes sure that every moment is perfect.
Make sure every moment is perfect.
Yes.
Because, listen, even going to a homecoming, even going to a prom, you don't want to get into an Escalade and your dress is so short or tight, you don't want to see anything getting in and out. There's a certain way to sit. There's a certain way to stand. There's a certain way to do anything.
Fixing my posture.
Yeah, no, there's a certain way to do it so that you feel confident. You just have to feel confident about
whatever you wear.
But I want to tell you one thing about the Versace. The day that I spoke about this when I lectured at one of the design schools, and one of the students again raised their hand and said, "Did you collaborate with Versace?
Yeah.
Did you?" And I said, I was honored to be there.
Wow.
That's what it used to be like. To be in the room, to get to see this creative process. I said, and they all spoke Italian.
Yeah.
I said, I have to tell you, there was no collaborating. Mm-hmm. I ironed.
Yeah.
I laid up everything. And I said, and I have to tell you, at the time, I was the director of fashion for 80 stores. Wow. And I showed up and stayed in a trailer. And I have a dear friend who was married to a Rolling Stone. I just want to point out. And she couldn't believe that I didn't call her because she was in Palm Beach with my sister-in-law. And she said, I can't believe you didn't call me. I would have brought food. I would have brought anything just to be on the set. Oh. That's what it was like.
That's so great.
It was an honor to be there. But to the gall of somebody thinking, did this famous person ask you what you thought about it? No, this was before Photoshop, so he was worried if it was wrinkled.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did my job. They did their job, and that's one of the other things. It's like the best when I produced at New York Fashion Week, this is how I used to do it, because I'll tell you in a bit what I used to do there, but I would look at the dressers, I would look at everything like this, and I'd say, the great thing about us all being here is we all have a job to do, and here's the great thing, we know how to do it, so please don't let this suck. And everybody would laugh, and everybody would do their job.
And I feel like what you're saying with the honor, like that also brings a level of enjoyment,
Yes,
be
joy.
happy to be, because a lot of people, like, when they talk about their job, and I love that you're so positive with the way that you're speaking about it, is that, you make it seem like, oh, it was all of this, but like, if you think about it and you love it, it's a positive. It's a great thing to do. And I love that we had just brought up something about, how there are those kind of fashion emergencies. So one of my questions was, what is the biggest fashion emergency you've had to resolve, like, on spot at an event?
This was great.
Oh, I'm so
I will
excited.
tell you exactly what it was, because your mom was at this event too.
God, no.
But she doesn't even know this happened. But I was at this event, and I can't tell you who the woman was, but I'll tell you who the person was that came running up to me. I'm sitting at this table, Fairchild.
Yes.
At Fairchild Garden Gala.
I interned there. I love it.
Oh, did you? One of the best
It's
galas
the
ever.
best gala
And
ever.
it's all bee lights. It's very lovely and
Gorgeous.
everything. And this guy comes running up to me. He goes, listen, let me ask you something. Do you have those black pins in your purse? I said, of course, I have a ton of them.
Yeah, I was right
I
there.
have them right there. He said, I have an emergency.
Oh, no.
He said, a friend of his, it was Romeo Brito that grabbed
Oh my
me.
God,
He
Romero.
goes,
He's like,
Romero
that's
Brito.
my family, yeah.
Okay, I know. That's why I'm saying it. Probably Stephanie told him to ask me,
Yeah,
but
of course.
I've only been on one set with him before, and I knew him. But he said, a friend of mine, her jumpsuit just ripped down the whole back.
Oh no.
He said, it's new. And I said, I've got tons of them. So we run into the back. We didn't even make it to the ladies' room. And in back of the tent, she just unzipped, and from the back of it, I just pinned up the jumpsuit all the way up the inside. All these black pins that would only be available.
Thank God you were there.
Thank God I was there. And I always have them with me.
That's so great. So is that like for your like little?
Oh, I've had a million fashion emergencies.
Oh, really? Do you always find that having those safety pins is like you're saved? Like in your, because your bag, you have the best bags. Always. When I look at you, I'm like, oh my God, I just need that bag right now. And I always. And is that something you always carry in your bag? Is it a little like
Always.
emergency kit? For
I
that?
have emergency kit
That's
in
so
my
great.
bag at all time, because people know who I am, and it's not the first time that it's happened. I've been at a luncheon actually in Palm Beach. I was at a luncheon, and somebody came up to me and said, I know who you are. My friends told me, but you don't happen to have a sewing kit or anything. I said, yes, I do.
Oh my God.
I said, I can't, and I said, I just have this little emergency
You're
thing
like
with
Fashion
me.
Wonder Woman.
Well, no, it's just what I do. I don't even think about it.
So sweet. That's so great. You're so selfless when it comes to
no,
others.
because it's just in case.
Yeah. Of course.
Nobody wants to be left hanging.
Of course. And I love that you're always there to the rescue, which is the best. So you've gone to fashion weeks all over the world. Which is your favorite?
I have gone to London Fashion Week once.
Okay.
I've gone to Paris Fashion Week.
Wow. Which is just spectacular.
Twice.
Yeah.
But once when I went, it was, I actually got to be at the Arrive Gauche show when Saint Laurent, may God rest his soul, was still alive.
Oh, wow.
It is a very different world. A Saint Laurent show now is attended by 3,000 people.
Oh my God.
Okay. At that
3,000
time,
is crazy.
well, no, it's
Yeah, it's insane.
so many people.
Yeah.
And at that time, there were like under 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine just being like one of those 50
Yeah.
is amazing.
And I have great stories from being at Zach Posen's show, from being, he was great.
Great.
Kristen Siriano.
I love Christian
Yes.
Siriano's new. So Christian Siriano just had his runway show, and he actually just had Got Mick, who is like a really famous drag queen, be one of the muses
right? Yeah.
for the Christian Siriano shoot. I love Christian Siriano.
Well, I'll tell you something about Kristen Siriano. He was the first person to really be inclusive.
Wow. Yes.
Very, very inclusive.
sure.
And I had something with a designer in Miami.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Oh, no.
I had myself and my client leave. But what happened was the designer was somewhat insulting
Oh no.
to the client in the way he didn't say anything, but he was quite exasperated on how it was fitting and his design and the way he wanted it. And I said, I think we'll leave.
Yeah.
Let me think about this. I think we'll leave.
Yeah.
We bolted out of there. I walked back and I said, I think I forgot my phone. I didn't forget my phone. I ran back in and I touched him lightly and I said, I have been in a fitting with Mr. De Laurenta. I have been in a fitting with Mr. Posen.
Wow.
Went out like this. And I have been in a fitting with Mr. Siriano.
Wow.
Not one of them.
Iconic designers.
Iconic designers, but all gentlemen. And not one of them in a million years would think of making a client feel bad.
Yeah.
Even if they walked behind the door and said, I can't believe she gained 20 pounds.
Oh my
At
God.
that moment, everything was not about, it was the joy of dressing her, no matter what size her body was.
That's so incredible. I think that's inclusivity is so important in today's
So
fashion.
important.
And I love that you really said, you know what, this isn't the right area.
We're
Let me
leaving.
remove myself.
Yeah,
And I thought
we're leaving.
And if I was the other guy on that line when you came in and said that, I would have left too. I would have ran away, because I think it's super important that everyone is taken into account in every aspect in beauty, in fashion, because listen, there's so many different people out there. We need to make sure that we have something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
And I think that's super important. So thank you so much for sharing that. So now talking about shows, who has your favorite walk of all time?
Oh, Naomi.
Okay, I was going to say Naomi
What?
Campbell.
I will tell you, Naomi Campbell. Wait, somebody had asked me, do you ever really have these moments that you think of in fashion? I said, I will tell you. I said, not just in fashion, but I can tell you that 3 times in my life my breath was taken away.
Wow.
The first time, I have to say, was the Dalai Lama.
Oh my God.
I couldn't
That's
breathe.
crazy.
The Dalai Lama.
Wow.
I couldn't breathe.
That's
I just
insane.
couldn't breathe. Took my breath away. The second time was actually Nicole Kidman.
Yes. Oh,
And Nicole Kidman when she was pregnant.
oh wow.
And I walked into a fitting. I was actually with someone else, but I walked into a fitting, and her skin, her beauty, so ethereal
She
looking
is
with the hair.
ethereal.
She completely. I mean,
Face
like
is
an inner light.
It's really just a smooth, like so beautiful.
She really looks like that. Okay, and everybody's so judgmental of Botox, whatever they think her face looks like.
Great.
I will tell you, she looks great.
Yeah.
And from a foot away, ethereal, stunning, unbelievable.
Wow.
But the third one was Naomi Campbell in a ball gown with her hands on her hips
Yeah.
and just walking straight down the runway. I couldn't breathe.
She is just fantastic.
I couldn't breathe.
Her walk is just like it's so distinct, and it's so like you can't even recreate, because you can try your best, but no one walks it like Naomi. I always say, like, Shalom Harlow, Naomi Campbell.
Shalom Harlow. But you know what the thing about Shalom Harlow is, she is a dancer.
Yeah, she was a dancer.
She
and so
was a dancer.
Naomi. Naomi was a tap dancer for so much of her life.
It's not for Naomi, it's not about the even the way she walks, it's just the power. I've been asked to write a book, and I sat down with the publisher once, and I went through a couple stories and everything like that, and they wanted to name names, and it was really like, I said that would be fine.
Really?
Some of them, okay, fine, but they wanted, positivity doesn't always work in selling books.
Yeah.
Or even articles or anything. It's really, in so many ways, it has so much to do with a negativity, because people are interested in gossip and bad news.
The drama.
Oh, the drama.
It's always the drama nowadays.
It's drama.
It's hard to find a positive headline out there.
I know. You're absolutely right. And I mean, I have. I cannot tell you the amount of people that I have met. I mean, even female presidential candidates, not this one, but,
others.
Another one. And I went, and her security detail loved me.
Oh, that's
because
sweet.
Our hair appointment in New York at the 9th floor Bergdorf,
Oh my
John
God.
Barrett was actually for many years, like a half hour.
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
So I had to come into the, it was once a month. So I had to come in the employees entrance and
Once a
everything,
month,
because
I love it.
first it was in the, I had to come in there, it was before store hours.
Yeah.
So I remember walking in once and just seeing these guys there, and I yell out, "Hillary in the house!" And it's like, and here I look like this matronly woman.
Oh my
'cause
God,
it was
of
only
course.
Hillary in the house,
That is
and all
so
the guys
funny.
loved it.
That is so funny. I love that.
But all these people were very people.
Yeah. They're people.
People.
I love it. And I love that you're able to have fun.
Yeah.
And listen, like, people always want to have a good time. I've never heard someone be like, "Hey, I want to be really negative today."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's that positive light. I think it's so much better to bring something like that than, I'd rather you not bring negativity at all than to not even, be there, because I think positivity is so important.
Well, one of the things is that we've talked before about our mutual love of dance.
For sure.
And when I did the Slanvan event the other day, I had put on my Instagram about the dancers from Miami. Did you see that?
Yeah, of course, on your stories.
In the stories, the Miami City Ballet dancers on point, going in and out of the art
incredible.
of Miami Design District. So for the prima ballerinas, of course, I know them very well.
Yes.
I've been this longtime supporter of Miami City Ballet. And I introduced, there was 4 of them there, and I said, I just want to introduce you all to, Hannah and Carly and, Jen
fantastic.
and Damien. And I said, these are the principal dancers of Miami City Ballet who are just standing back there in their jeans coming from rehearsal. I said, they have been at the Paris Opera House, in the London stage, at Lincoln Center, and have had standing ovations. And I said, and there's so many people that think they're so fabulous in the world, and these
you really
people
have no
have
idea.
have received a standing ovation from world leaders,
Which is insane.
and it's all about the art. People don't even know who they are. And then I said to them, I know who you are. They said, that's all that matters.
As long as I know, that's all.
Yeah.
I think dancing with Miami City Ballet, for me, was it was such an incredible experience.
Oh, of course.
Because they are so, like, it's such the training is like nothing you've ever seen before. And the people that dance there are just incredible. And I love that dance is such a big aspect in your life, because of course it is in mine. And I love that, we both love fashion, we both love dance, and I think in art, and I think that it's super important to, go into other things, because yes, everything connects in
Everything
Miami,
connects.
but I think it's so important to have other passions for things, and I think that dance is such an incredible thing to love.
Such an incredible thing. I did a story for Venice Magazine last year, and in the story, I said, well, Miami City Ballet is doing Swan Lake.
Yeah.
So, of course, I call up Miami City Ballet. I said, I need high-res photos right away of 3 big photos of Miami City Ballet and, for Swan Lake. And then I called a few people here and there, and I got high-res photos from Judith Lieber of purses that the crystal bags that are swans.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
So just everything that had to do. I called Chanel. They sent me right from Paris one of their ribbon ballet shoes. Alaya, I got a high-res photo from.
Wow.
Ballet shoes. I did diamonds from a Pomelato in pink. So people are so willing to participate. That's why now more than celebrities or anything, I gravitate more towards writing and private clients.
Yes.
And of course, I did do just this big Reach TV shoot on traveling. What to wear for smart travel.
Yes, which is great.
Yeah,
I love that, and I love that I love that you're so inclusive with the dancers and the art community, because
it's
all
very
art.
important.
It's all art, and I love that. And I wanted to ask you, because I'm very interested in this. If you could only wear or style one brand for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's a very hard question.
No,
Oh, really?
it's not for me.
Wow.
Absolutely not.
For me.
I'm into legacy.
Wow.
I'm very into legacy. I love Lanvin. I always have.
Fantastic.
So I love Lanvin and Loewe.
Loewe, I just bought this green Loewe bag.
When I get home, I'm sending you a photo
please do.
of a gold lame blouse that I have from Loewe, and it has the old
Yeah.
label in it. Before
yes.
Loewe was Loewe, so it's Spanish Loewe, and also Saint Laurent.
I love Saint
But with
Laurent.
Saint Laurent, I just did a talk on this, and it's going to be on my TikTok soon.
Yes, please, go check
it's
it out.
all about Saint Laurent and the heritage of the house.
Wow.
And where Saint Laurent came from, and why he started Rive Gauche, and what it was really all about. And there's pieces that I have a vintage dealer, and I've gotten rid of many, many things through the years. I really have. I mean, as you know, I was in Iris Apfel's movie.
Yes.
And I got to shop with her.
Great.
For 20 years.
Wow.
Shop with her. And
That's insane.
yeah. It was a lot of fun, but those 3 brands I would wear just for the rest of my life. Now, the way they're designed now, I tried to find something within what they have now that work with me. I mean, I have a few Saint Laurent tuxedo jackets, of course. I also do love Dries. Everything I'm wearing here is Dries.
Yes.
Not because I dress head to toe in one designer, but because it just worked with each other.
Of course, yes. I love that you're able to take someone's designs, whether it's from like, because I think it's for brands, and I think that's so great to pair brands together. And you mentioned Saint Laurent. Like, when I think of Saint Laurent, what I think of is very clean cut tailor, because that's what they are so good at. It's super sleek, it's super clean. So when you're wanting to pair or wear something, it's easier to pair sleek with something that you know is consistent with a brand.
Right.
And I love that you really like, take that into, account when you're styling.
Well, what's funny is that now in the age of influencers, I cannot tell you, there's times that somebody a PR person will call me and say, "What's your address? We'd love to send you something, da da da." And I say, what's the brand? They go, "You know what, that's not my aesthetic."
Yeah.
I'll have you send it to my assistant.
Which is great.
Or, and she'll rock it. But she doesn't have any followers, but it depends on what you want. But better that you save yours for somebody that really just
great.
wants free clothes.
Yeah.
Because people have said, "Well, here, I want to give you something that." I said, "I don't want if you're giving it to all these other people, because it screams free."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give me a bag that screams free bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course, and especially because you have such incredible knowledge about all of this. Of course, you're going to want to go for a piece that, you're not seen to everybody and at the same time. Because I think that's also a big part of fashion is a lot of time you can get something that no one else has. And I think it's a way of expressing yourself in a different way, because, especially with fast fashion, we see so many people wearing the exact same pieces. But when it comes to, real designers, it's a lot harder to find a similar piece nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, which I think is great when it comes to, really what you're wanting to go and style.
I will tell you once that I did do this whole editorial. And it would happen to be it was an editorial, but it was actually a pay-to-play, if you know what that is.
Yeah,
do you know what pay-to-play is? Well, it was really an advertisement for this company, but they were one of the, with the big backing, and they wanted to pay a ridiculous rate. So, and it was all 100% polyester.
Oh.
Tacky and polyester, and it's still an agent that I fired got me that job, and I just said, fine, I'll do it. But what I did is I showed up and I gave all the models Playtex gloves.
Oh my
I said,
God.
because you're going to get a rash on your hand from all of this toxic.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Toxic waste fabric.
From all the polyester.
And so I want to say to all of you young people that really think that Shein and all that, the toxic materials that are in that they're not good for your body, much less the environment.
There's nothing good. Honestly, I think when it comes to fast fashion, there's just really nothing good. It's over consumerism. It's bad for the environment, like you were saying. There's a lot of negative things about it. So there are so many small designers. Support them instead of going and supporting these massive corporations that have a lot of time negative intent behind it. So that leads us to my next point is, do you have any fashion pet peeves or trends that you just secretly cannot stand?
Leggings are not pants.
I have to agree. For me,
Okay.
it's about like a leisure
God
wear.
bless Lululemon. You've gotten me through every Soul Cycle,
I love Soul Cycle.
everything that I have exercise class since you came into being. But for all of you girls with fabulous bodies, congratulations that you work out so much. I actually did half marathons for 10 years.
Wow,
I
that's
have to
great.
tell you that we know that you're wearing your exercise clothes. You know, at least do something that some of the girls in Paris do. They do a big bulky Balenciaga jacket
course.
over it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have and boots with it. And then the leggings become skinny pants.
Yeah.
But you know, with the half tops and everything else, it's not fashion.
No, I have to agree. I think there's always a way to style things and make them more elevated.
Yeah.
But I always say, like, when I'm walking around town and I see people in like athleisure wear and stuff, it's just something about
But
it. that
who's
just-
leisure wear? I mean, who's leisure wear? It's not.
It's not.
It's not leisure wear.
Oh
It's,
my God.
Yeah, it's exercise clothes.
So you are so big on social media and so big in the content creating space. How is it handling that online, persona versus Elysze from your day to day,
I am no different.
which is the best?
Absolutely no different. Absolutely no different. But the funny thing about I get these people calling me 24/7. You need more followers. Da da da. I said, you know what? Every time somebody follows me, a lot of times and they send you a list of people that want to follow you on
Yes,
Instagram
yes.
from Instagram,
Yeah.
and I put remove all.
Oh my God.
I do. I remove all
love
because
that.
when I really look at, I want people to. I look at every single person when they say they have
the
started
profiles.
following me. I immediately press on
Yeah.
to see who they are
What they do and who they are.
and what they do and who they are.
I love that.
It's very true, because if you're a marketing company, you don't need me. You don't need me. I don't want your money. You don't need me. But I really do look at every single person. And what happens is I have someone that does do my TikTok. A lot of times
Yes.
she just takes the videos. But I actually now do my own social media.
Wow, that's so great.
I'll tell you why. I do it because I know what I want to see.
Yeah.
I know what I want to see, and everything, and it doesn't take me long at all to do it.
Wow. Yeah, and it's that
yeah.
control that's really important.
It's control.
Yeah, and I love that's so great, because I think because you're so authentic. That's so. I mean, I love that you click through every single profile, and that's so great. But because so much today on social media, there's no authenticity.
No.
And that's why I really think I'm drawn to your content, and that's why everyone here should go out and check Elyse's channels, because really what you see there is. The way that Elyse walked in today into this podcast studio is the way that I see Elyse on, social media, which is
It's the same thing.
so important.
As a matter of fact, I was at I live in Key Biscayne, and I have lived in Key Biscayne and New York for 30 years. Wow. And just since a year after the pandemic, it was 22. So it was only 2 years ago we let go of our place in New York.
Yeah.
So I don't go up as much as I used to.
Yeah,
but
things are changing.
Things are really changing, but when I go up, I was just up there. And when I go up, when I'm in New York, I see friends, I meet with clients, I go to a few design houses, and I make sure I go to the museums.
Yeah.
I go to the museums.
Have you been to the Gucci house? It's I believe it's in Florence. Oh, the Gucci Garden.
No.
Have you heard of it though?
No, yes.
Oh,
I
it was
absolutely.
fantastic.
Was it wonderful?
It was wonderful. You
Yeah.
have to, if you ever up in that area, you have to check it out, guys. Especially you, Elyse, because it's just so cool. Because history, the fashion is so interesting to me. I love it.
I want to say one thing about, because you mentioned art, but I've often been asked the question, do you think that fashion is art? And I say no.
Oh, wow.
I say because, there are some designers who are artists. Gianfranco Ferre was a full architect.
Yes.
Okay. Iris Van Helpern with her, what she designed, she is an artist. She started out as an artist. But, Mrs. Prada has been asked that question many, many times
really?
before. And she says, absolutely not. We are craftspeople, and some of our products are artisan, but we are not art. We are not art in the way that Michelangelo is art. That artists are art.
Yeah.
We are not.
I would have never like really...
We are not artists. This is
so
what
crazy.
to wear. A ballet dancer lifting her leg to Tchaikovsky, that is art.
That is
a
definitely
painter that can create something that you're lost in, that is art. Okay? An actor that can take on the persona of someone and really truly believing that that person is that character, that's art. But clothes, these are clothes. And you know, the way that this skirt from Dries Van Noten is folded, the pleating, everything is craftsmanship, but it's not art. And because if I tell you that it's art, will you want to wear it? No. Because as human beings, it's difficult to relate to art. Yeah. But we want you to wear the clothes.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I that is such a crazy perspective a change for me, because like I, you know, always saw it as, because people always consider it's an art form, but the way that you just explained it really did just change
Artisans,
my perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a completely different like look. It's whether it's like an actual painting or a ballet, you know, now looking at it clothes in that aspect, it is very different.
It's very, very different. Wow. And on the same thing is fashion and style the same thing. Two different worlds. Yeah. Two different worlds.
For sure.
Okay, fashion is what's happening now. But style is the ability to translate what's happening now into your own being. Wow. That's style.
That's style.
You know, that truly is style. And it's how you wear it, it's how you feel in it. It's, you know, it's like, for example, my fashion has tremendously evolved since I've been in fashion. Yeah. Working in fashion. It changes every day. It changes every day. And my style has evolved, and the way that it's evolved is when I buy something, it's based on what's available now. Yeah. But it's still in my own style.
Of course. Yeah, I think it's so great. So we're about to get into...
Oh, my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing.
This is my most fan-loved favorite segment I do here, which is, of course, the fashion ins and outs. So we're going to go through, I'm going to name a whole bunch of fashion choices that someone can make on a day-to-day basis, and you're just going to say in or if it's out.
Okay.
This is the real... This is where you're really going to get the true fashion ins and outs from Elysze here. So, oversized blazers.
Absolutely in.
Great. Cargo
Always.
Pants.
Depends on who's wearing them.
Are you talking about like age, or are you talking about like, you know?
Both.
Okay.
Age and body.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I have to agree. Bucket hats.
No.
Tie-dye.
Never.
Okay, great. Leather trench coats.
Good.
Okay. Platform heels.
Absolutely.
I love it. Fringe details.
Yes.
Great. Puffy sleeves.
No.
Okay. That's so interesting. Every single person said no on puffy sleeves, and you see it so much now with this like new boho like floral. But I have to agree. Puffy sleeves are just very princess for me.
Right. I have a T-shirt with puffy sleeve, Alexander McQueen. Yeah. It's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. But there's something about it. I wore it once and I put it on with the jacket. Yeah. I don't know why. It was a good idea then. Yeah. It's a black T-shirt, by the way, with puffy sleeves.
I love that. Animal prints.
Yes, leopard.
Leopard right now is my favorite thing. I have these like leopard shoes.
Leopard has been was the biggest part of Saint Laurent collection since the 60s.
I love it. I love animal print. Plaid skirts.
No,
me either.
Too Catholic girls' school.
It's giving
Catholic girls' school.
Yeah. The clueless,
clueless, right. It's a little Britney.
Oh my God, I love it. Monochromatic outfits.
Depends on the color.
Okay, and if black, of course.
Black, cream, winter white. Mm-hmm. I just put a burgundy on someone the other day that was wonderful.
That's great.
Head to toe burgundy.
Was that the Lanvin event?
Yes.
I saw it. Yeah. It was
head to toe burgundy, but you know it depends on the color.
Yeah, as we're gonna continue this, but like the Lanvin event was just so incredible. Elysze is the best speaker. Like, you are so great at public speaking and just speaking. I mean, of course, that's why I have her on my podcast today. But I really, just the way that you explain and talk about things like that is just so interesting, because you're so educated on all that you speak about. So
thank you.
I love this. This is like the best perspective we've had for this. Low-rise jeans.
No.
It's so 2000s. Oversized sweatshirts.
No.
Okay, even like the Balenciaga, like...
Well, as sweatshirts, I like oversized sweaters.
Yes.
Lightweight sweaters.
Yeah.
But an oversized sweatshirt is very champions.
Yeah.
It's very sloppy.
Very. I have
But
to
if
agree.
you wore a giant oversized sweater, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the fabric. That's what I'll say. Depends on the fabric for oversize.
So denim jackets.
Absolutely. Yes, just in with that.
I think
Absolutely,
they're
all the time.
Always in.
All
I've
the time.
never seen a diamond jacket now. I love a diamond jacket. It's neon colors.
No.
My mom's gonna be like, oh, my mom loves the neon, but I think I have to agree. I think neon had its era.
Accent color.
Yeah,
For an accent.
for sure, like in a bag.
I was going to say
Or
accessories.
shoe.
Yeah, but I thought we were talking about no.
Yeah, I have
But
to agree.
accessories, yes.
I think I already know your answer for this one, but bike shorts or like casual wear?
No.
Please. I don't like this new bike short trend. It needs to go away. Combat boots.
Yes.
Okay, good, 'cause I'm wearing them right now.
No, it's my workwear.
I love them.
Yeah,
I love it. Gucci for
absolutely.
me makes like the perfect combat boots.
I'm a Prada.
And Prada.
Prada.
Have you, the one with the little bag on the
Yeah,
side?
yeah, yeah.
I love that boot. They make the best boots. Layered necklaces.
Yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at Eliza's necklaces right now. I love it. I wore layered necklaces last night. I love the look.
Yeah.
Ballet flats.
Yes.
I love. My grandma loves.
I know
loves
she
ballet.
does.
Her Chanel
Always,
ballet
her
flats.
Chanel ballet
always.
flats.
Puffer jackets. Big with volume.
Can I tell you a story
Go
about
for
it?
it. Please, go ahead. I'm so excited.
I was seated at a show
Yes.
years ago, and I had my Norma Kamali sleeping bag coat
Oh my
because
God.
it was one of the February shows. It was
Yeah.
winter, and I had the sleeping bag coat, and I was seated front row, and it was just chairs. It was an Oscar de la Renta show at the Times Square.
The
At
best.
Times Square. Okay, so I'm visualizing this right now. Understand there's only, one long thing. This is in the office. This is the way he would do it, and it's 2 rows and then 2 rows. So there's
Yeah.
4 rows of people.
Oh wow. So
And
it's small.
It was a small show, but I had come in and I had and everybody's going, "Oh my God, you have the Norma Kamali!" It had for vintage, but you had to put your shoes in not your shoes, but your coat and your bag under your seat, and it was like I couldn't get it under my seat, and
no.
nobody was helping. It was like blocking
'Cause it was
everybody.
so big.
It was like getting in a car crash, God forgive me,
No.
and your seat bag goes off.
It was like,
We couldn't get it under. Finally, this Oscar de la Renta woman comes running over and says, "Give me that thing."
No.
Because
Oh my God.
we couldn't get
Couldn't
it under the seat.
seats. That is hilarious.
That was a puffer jacket.
Oh, that's the
but
best
I
story.
do have a puffer jacket, but I haven't worn it for years.
Yeah. Also, we live in Miami.
Yeah.
It's like
No, that's true.
I mean,
I didn't wear it in New York either, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I probably don't like him.
yeah. Oh my God, that's great. Matching tracksuits.
Oh no.
No. Like no more.
No.
That I have to agree. That's not my cup of tea either. Oh,
No.
boho dresses.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. I see it a lot nowadays.
Well, the thing about the boho dresses, it depends on the print. Like a pretty print floral boho dress in the summer
Yeah.
is just the epitome of
Yeah.
it's pretty.
So elegant.
It's lovely and it's elegant and it's easy to wear and everything. But an overdone lot going on, as long as it's simple, because anyway.
No, I agree. Wide-legged trousers, like pants.
It-
Kind of like a bell bottom.
It depends on your body.
And how it's styled as well.
Yeah.
With the cowboy boot, I love because I like to show off the base of the boot.
Yeah, but you're tall.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's
that's
different for
just
everybody.
it. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really depends.
Mini bags.
No,
Really?
no,
I would think you would love the mini bag.
no. It depends on the mini bag because there's so
Yeah.
many things you can't fit in it.
I know. Because for me, that's how I feel. It's like, because yes, like I love a good oversized bag, but then I feel like I'm carrying around like my entire family with me in my bag.
Well, yes, but at the same time, remember with the mini bag, it's like most women I've seen. It's hard, like for a photograph.
Yeah.
It's hard. You're holding your phone. You're holding your bag. You don't know which way to hold your bag. You want to press your phone against it. They're hard to manipulate. They're
Yeah.
very good ideas in the store.
Yes, they
But
look good on the shelves.
They look very good. They're They're adorable.
Yeah.
But you can't fit anything in them.
Wow. I'm like shocked about that. But I love that, and of course.
But wait. I
Yeah.
have actually put a super mini bag crossbody
Oh, that's
on
adorable.
on a client when she was wearing a suit, and that was her complete jewelry. I used it as
that's
jewelry
so
because it had a
cool.
gold thing. Yeah.
Was it over or under
red.
the suit jacket?
It was over the jacket.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
You know who
crossbody
makes
thing.
Jacques Mousse makes a great crossbody one.
Yes.
Yeah, they're Chiquito
Yes,
bags.
right.
Super cute. I love
With
their
the
bags.
little handle and the
the little
crossbody.
ones. Those are
Right.
great. Ripped jeans or ripped pants?
No.
Okay. Sheer tops. Like something maybe a little more, like maybe a tulle or something sheer.
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're cool. Crocs or slides?
Oh, never. I love the slides. Give me a good slide, but never a Croc.
I love it.
There's something
I
about
had to ask you
a
that.
Croc.
I had to ask you that.
It screams medical office.
Oh my god. That's like, yeah, it's hospital
Medical.
fashion.
It's hospital fashion.
Oh my god, that's... I was like, I have to ask her about Crocs. Camo patterns.
If they're an accent.
Yeah, because Louis Vuitton with Pharrell has been doing so much, camo. But I personally right now I'm not loving it.
Well,
there's
no, I'm going to tell you one thing.
He lives in Miami.
We're not even going to say that it's Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that I did a celebrity styling recently.
Yeah.
Just it's out this month,
Oh, wow.
September, and
I'm excited.
yeah, it was very good. And I had a lot of Louis sent right from New York.
That's great.
One of them was jackets was sent from Paris, and that's not even out yet. But the camo pieces, it's just I finally just said pack them back
blocky.
up.
Yeah.
I can't make any of these work, and in a photograph they just don't show up.
It doesn't. I don't know what it's called, but with the camera, it doesn't pick up
It
camera.
did
really
not.
well.
It does. It just
Yeah.
wasn't working.
Yeah,
And also to wear something for the top. And I said, I don't know this with the way that the it was male actor
Yeah.
and singer. The way that it would be on him, it was a little too GI Joe for me. That's what I said. I said no, he looks like he's in the armed forces. Just take it with all his muscles. And
Yeah.
no, it's
It
two
doesn't work.
Marines.
Yeah.
Take this off. But no.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, faux fur coats.
I'm a big fur person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I have to agree. I asked faux because that right now, but there is just something different about it.
You know
Yeah.
what?
And I think
It's the
Yeah.
fabrication.
Yes.
Nobody seems to be getting it right.
no one, and I have to agree because it's the way that they're it's a certain type of fiber
Yeah.
that they use. It doesn't look as good, and I think there's a lot of things now about like new fur coats and stuff, but I think a vintage fur coat, I mean, it's there. It's either gonna sit in a closet for the rest of its life, or it's gonna be worn. So
Okay, can I tell you one first story?
please go for it.
It was at Lincoln Center,
Oh no.
and I was seeing ABT.
Yeah.
And this woman walks up to me, and I'm in a black turtleneck pant, black turtleneck sweater, and a vest, a fur vest.
Wow.
And she comes up to me and she goes, "Would you tell me what kind of animal that is?" So immediately I said, "Oh my goodness, this is faux."
Yeah.
She said, "Really?" I said, "I know, right? Look at, touch it. It's faux." She didn't touch it, but I said it's absolutely faux, and you can't really tell because
Smart.
I got it in Paris.
Oh.
It was vintage. I had gotten it in Paris flea market.
Of course,
and-
yeah. If the coat is there already, it's
Yeah.
not exactly. It's not going to do anything to not then go wear it.
Right.
But I think it's hilarious that you're like, it's faux.
It's faux. Go away.
Go,
Go,
go, go,
away.
go.
Don't touch me.
Metallic fabrics.
I love lame.
Oh, I love lame too.
And metallics are I think metallic is beautiful.
I think it looks so,
Yeah.
especially if it's like
Very
watery.
chic.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
And it's fluid, and
Very.
the way that actually, if you have a full lame dress, a full metallic dress, even a metallic shirt,
Yeah.
whatever, it's the fabric. It feels so good on the
soft.
body.
Yeah.
Yes,
And so
It's
light.
great.
Yeah, Robert One. He does.
Oh,
I
how
love him.
funny that you! I love
he's
one of my favorite designers.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite designers of all time. I'm
love him.
obsessed with his designs. I've been following him for like years, and this upcoming show, like this recent show with
Yes.
the 3 different parts of the body and all that, like just it was less metallic and a lot of stones.
Yes.
He does it so
Well, no, he is somebody
excellent.
that I would look at his background. I don't know much about his
Yeah,
background,
neither.
but he's somebody that I would consider an artist because his
That's art.
combination he does jewelry he does everything. So he has to have some kind of background that's not just fashion.
That's what I was gonna say. I think like him and Schiaparelli, both. Schiaparelli, he did art. Like he is an artist. So them both are just.
Daniel Rosenberry is not an artist.
Really, but he's so great at.
He's great. He's wonderful. But remember, yes.
Yeah.
Very, very well. But if you asked if he was an artist, I'm sure he would say not.
I for sure he would as well. Yeah. I watch his videos like all the time.
Yeah. No.
It's you and him. Those are the two content I watch.
He really is. He's a designer's designer.
Yeah.
He really is.
He really is.
But remember, most of the things that he does from the archives. That's why he's a great designer, because he's respectful of the legacy.
He knows. He knows what to pull. Headbands. Do you like headbands?
It depends on if you, what is a trend for one person is not a trend for another person.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Denim on denim, like double denim.
I kind of like it.
I love it. I love that.
I do.
Yeah,
I do like it.
I talked about this like last episode. We love Western. Like I like Western denim, cowboy boots. I love that stuff. I think it's just like so. It's timeless. Yeah. I love it. Oh, bold patterns, like a big polka dot or big stripes or.
Again, the trend. This is a trend that's come in and out, in and out through the years. But it really, again, depends upon who's wearing it.
For sure. Oh, this is. I know your answer, but I think people would love to know this. Crossbody bags.
I love crossbody bags.
You posted a video recently.
Oh no, that was so people love that.
I love that video. I literally saved it to my favorites.
Okay, I posted a video on TikTok, and it happened to be. I have another video to post that is the same thing. But I was doing a shoot, and the shoot was about me. So I just had the bag across me, and the fashion editor said, "You have to tell me about you with crossbody bags." I said, "Well, wait. Am I showing my bag or am I hiding my stomach?" Showing my bag, hiding my stomach. And it was so funny because the way, when I did the second video on it, I showed people how to strategically angle the bag.
And she showed many different types of bags.
Yeah,
like
many
the
different
Valentino
types.
crystal, I saw that one that you showed.
Right, just like this is how to hold a bag.
Was that Hermes?
Yes. How to hold a bag in front of you, right here in front of you.
Smart.
Are you taking a photograph? Here's how to take a photograph. And I'll tell you, in not one of those photos would you ever see me with my head tilted, with my hand on my hip. No.
It's the pose. All my friends talked about that with me all the time. They're like, "Austin, can't you just smile in a photo?"
No.
Like, "Austin, can you?" And I'm always here, like standing, like in my model, like face in every photo. Like you'll scroll through my camera roll, and it's just the same look.
Yeah. It's the same look.
Yeah, and it's smart because you'll look good in the photo.
Right.
We took a photo at the Design District fashion show.
Yes, wasn't that great?
It was a great photo.
Great photo.
It was you, my mom. It was me. It was a great photo.
It was a great photo.
And we all look because we
look
all of
right
us,
at the camera. We know how we got this.
We have our faces. We have our angles. It looked like so professional, and it was just a little snapshot. I thought it was so great.
Absolutely.
I have to bring that up. So, off the shoulder tops.
Again, it depends.
It depends.
If you're busty, no.
Yes. Because not enough support.
But the other thing is, there's so many people that I just saw a photo of a person loves off the shoulder tops.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really all about your clavicle.
Yeah.
Right here. It's not just. It's about your posture and the clavicle and your bust, and it's just. And also, I will tell you, a client of mine wanted this off-the-shoulder dress,
really?
And I said, "You are picking up an award. You're going to be like this
the whole
on
time.
Stage. You can't.
Yeah, there's no way.
You don't want to have to think about.
Is the top going to slide down?
Yeah,
or like
you can't think about that.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about red carpet.
Wow,
is you have to have something that you don't think about.
I was gonna say that's so smart that you thought about, because like we've been talking about, like you have to now. I was thinking about that. You have to think about the way you hold the award.
Yes.
The way you walk up on stage. If you're gonna wave at the crowd.
Yeah.
Like that's really. I just thought about that. Like you. I thought when I was thinking you got to think of everything, and getting out of the car and walking and going to the red carpet. I wasn't even thinking about like the way you sit when you sit down, like all those things. Yeah,
all those things.
So that's definitely interesting for people to know, and to depending on where you're going, think about the outfit that you're going to wear.
Absolutely.
Floral prints, because I don't see a lot. I don't see when I look at a lot of your work. I don't see a lot of florals.
What is it that was in Devil Wears Prada? Florals for spring?
That's all.
That's all. It depends. I think that
How original. That's what it was.
How original.
Florals for spring. How original.
But the thing about florals is that there's certain times of year.
Yeah,
spring
for sure.
and summer for sure. And through the years, many designers have tried to use it with the dark pattern, florals, and it's one of those things that's nice to have here and there, but I try when I pull for my clients, I try to pull things that are going to work with things that they have, or that are going to be memorable.
For sure.
And often it's a color on them that will be much more memorable, or a silhouette, than a tiny little flower pattern.
Yes, of course.
Tiny little flowers are cute.
Yeah, but from far away you can't even.
Yeah.
It's like it really depends. Like you're saying, it
cute
really
or pretty. Do you
Yes.
want to be pretty and cute? If you want to be pretty and cute, wear flowers.
Yeah.
If you don't, then don't wear flowers.
Exactly. And if you want to be like drop dead gorgeous,
if you want to be drop dead gorgeous, if your spirit animal is glam, so to speak, or just large and in charge.
Of course.
Don't wear little flowers.
Don't wear little flowers. It makes you you want that powerful.
Cute. Yeah,
exactly.
you want power.
Hoop earrings.
Always.
Yeah, because you're if I'm gonna take advice for jewelry from anyone, I'm taking advice from Elysze. Like your jewelry is spectacular. Let me look at that ring.
Thank
That's
you.
Incredible. This is my like pet peeve in fashion, but it really depends on the person. So skinny jeans. What's your thought on skinny jeans?
Wait.
Oh no, I'm so excited.
I really have, probably one of the very few times that I've made a catty remark to someone had to do with skinny jeans and high heels.
Oh.
Okay? It's like, at the expense, please, of saying this, it's very Jersey girl.
I know. And I was like, if there's one way you want to show that you don't know a lot about fashion, where
Well, actually, I do have a pair of skinny jeans that I wear when I'm on the West Coast with cowboy boots.
See, that's
because
cute.
my other bell bottoms kept running up, and I don't wear jeans a lot.
Yeah.
But these with boots are perfect.
That's what I'm saying. For skinny jeans,
they're practical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on if you're gonna wear like
tucking
a really
them into
big
boots.
shoe. Exactly, because it's gonna be hard if you have a really baggy pant. Like for me, like I have to scrunch this into side my boot. So I have to agree. Like it really depends. But normally I'm not me either. Ooh, slip dresses.
You know what? It is the quintessential '90s dress.
That's it. I see it all the time.
Yeah, slip dresses with a blazer. Fabulous.
Yeah, I love that. Ooh, like a leather blazer.
Always.
Of course.
Leather. Love
leather. Is
leather.
like I'm going to New York next weekend. I already pulled out so much stuff. It's all leather.
It's all leather.
I love leather. Cowboy boots.
Oh, please.
We just talked about that. I love
wore
it.
mine.
She wore them on the way here. I love them. Because it's just comfortable and they look great. I
look
love
great,
a good
always.
cowboy boot. Ooh, like style-wise, like a graphic T-shirt, and not like a graphic T-shirt like superhero, but like where it says like Armani or like a. What do you think about like?
I don't like logo graphic tees.
Yes.
But I do have a vintage Saint Laurent, and it was a gift to me, and it actually is a man small, and it's the Saint Laurent where it goes on the air.
Yeah. Oh my God, really?
I have that.
Oh,
I have actually. That's the only graphic tee I have.
And one of my last questions.
Wait. There's a difference between a logo tee and a graphic tee.
Okay.
A graphic tee is more like if you have a vintage rock and roll T-shirt.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I used to style, as you know, Louis Aguirre for many years, and I love him. I was just with him yesterday. But the first time that I started working with him 10 years ago, I mean, he is the best in a dark suit. He is like Mr. Anchor himself.
Yeah.
That I did that look for him, and he would always wear these graphic tees on Deco Drive, but and he would look very cool in them. But I said, what's your goal? And he said, well, I want to do national. Well, please, we got him in Hugo Boss. From the graphic tees to Hugo Boss, he went to Yahoo in L.A.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
Yeah.
That's how you say it. And then one of my last is jumpsuits. Like a pant with the top and the mix with the belt, like a full jumpsuit.
I was never a fan of jumpsuits until there's a designer that I adore. She's Canadian. Her name's Marie St. Pierre. And she makes these jumpsuits that I have a few of them, and they're perfect to wear with the jacket.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things is that what Andy Cohen said on when he was interviewing the Housewives of Miami once, he goes, those Miami women, they love their jumpsuits.
They love their jumpsuits.
They just love their jumpsuits. And it depends on the situation. It depends on, you know, what it looks like.
Sure.
But, you know, sometimes a jumpsuit, it just looks great.
And so you can put on it, and then you go. It's one outfit.
Then you go. It's
Easy.
one outfit.
And in my last fashion in and out, which is like, I would love to ask this, for you, is it gold or silver? And do you like mixing them?
I never mixed my metals before, but since I started to collect some Savan Bachali, I mix metals. Like here I have gold and silver in one. But
I like
Lanvin has always done that,
Yeah.
where it would be the gold with the silver and the metals would be mixed. But traditionally, I gave this talk, I just want to say one thing, is I was on the panel for the Watches and Wonder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on talking about fashion and watches.
Yeah. Wow.
And I said, one of the things, because I've been with clients when they purchase watches and everything, one of the things that I noticed that the salespeople do not ask, that stylists always ask, is they don't ask a lady if it's an evening bag, what's your hardware?
Yeah.
I said, how come you don't ask what the hardware?
Yeah.
If they're predominantly have platinum and diamond jewelry, then you definitely want the silver hardware.
That's because that's what I say. A lot of people for Hermes with the Birkins or for like Balenciaga, no one ever matches the hardware to what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It makes me crazy.
I know, it makes me go crazy.
I have with the not a Birkin, but an Hermes bag that I have has silver hardware.
Yes.
So you know what? I wear silver jewelry with it just because there's so much hardware on it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't always mix.
I agree. I'm not the biggest into mixing, but I'm a silver person. Like you'll always.
Yeah, I can see silver. Yeah, silver is
always.
good.
Okay, next segment. That was so great. I'm so happy we did that. This is like basically our second to last segment. So what are you into right now? That's my segment, and it's what hobbies or activities bring you the most joy.
What hobbies and activities? You know, I read a lot anyway.
Yeah,
I'm an avid reader, but I don't know what, I'm kind of a Netflix girl. And I was at an event about a month ago, and it was in the end of the summer, and somebody said to me, "You look so pensive. What are you thinking about?" I said, "My pajamas." It's like like when is this? I just want to. I just want to. It depends on my life. Like when I'm in New York, I'm going 24/7. Bam, 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 bam. It's crazy. But at the same time, when I like lunch.
Yeah.
I like lunch more than going out to dinner. I hate to say that.
No,
I do.
Same.
I really do. I enjoy long lunches with friends, and a lot of times, whether or not we have a purpose to do it. Again, I'm an avid reader, and I like. You know, I will tell you right now. I am watching a lot of the shows.
Yeah,
I watch it because I watch to see what happens, and I get them all. By the way. I should start forwarding them to you, but
Please.
From the PR, like Fendi show, I get right from them.
I love
you
it.
know, I'll get the Chanel show. I get the shows sent to me from the PR people. The Dolce, yesterday. Did you see with Madonna?
That was insane. When they walked out and they went to go hug her. And what they did is all the models wore the black headband with the blonde hair and the pointy bras. That was that show was phenomenal. But Dolce does it the best.
Dolce really does. Ugh. And they are so humble. I'll just quickly tell you my story, because your mom, we sat right next to each other at a dinner with Dolce & Gabbana years ago, and I was a guest.
My mom told me, yes.
Yeah, and we both got the same bag. We were the only ones that picked the Kelly Green ones.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's
the Dolce
phenomenal bag.
Yes,
it's painted with Romero.
Yeah, and it was so great, but. I don't usually. I have a lot of Dolce jackets.
Yes, for sure.
And I have Dolce pants, and I love their platforms. But I didn't have any spring looks, so I called up my person at Dolce and I said, you have my card. Just send me over.
Just send me some stuff.
The newest shirt that you have that I can wear under the jacket.
Yes.
black, big flowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Fabulous.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
The big roses.
Big roses.
Yes. Oh, that jacket is phenomenal.
No, it's the jacket they have now, but it was a shirt years ago.
Oh, that's even better for me.
So this was the couple years ago. So I walk in, and the special events guy is there from Rome, from Milan, and he comes in, he looks at me, and he's got a black shirt on with the pants.
Yes.
I've got the black shirt on, the flowered shirt on with a black skirt, right, and a black Dolce jacket.
Yeah.
And then he brings me in and he shows me. So here I have $1,000 shirt on,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Retail. I bought retail. So I have this $1,000 shirt on. I walk into the room and my beautiful Dolce, I am the tablecloth. I am the tablecloth. So when Domenico came in,
I love that.
he wanted a photo with me right
Oh my
away,
God.
holding the tablecloth.
So, thank you for sharing that. That's an
course.
insane story. So, what is your all-time favorite movie or song? Like, what's your go-to?
You know what? You know what song I love?
What song?
You're gonna laugh when I tell you this. And I had this conversation about the most wonderful song with Charlie Cinnamon.
Oh, the best.
And it was the Louis Armstrong song, "What a Wonderful World."
Yes. Oh, the jazz. I'm so into that. I love that.
I love that
Oh, it's
song.
What a
Wonderful
wonderful
world. Yeah, I love it. I love that song. My favorite movie is, I don't even remember what my
Really?
favorite movie is.
Mine's Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, I just watched it again the other night
it's
with
the
the
best.
blue dress.
It's the best
With the
movie
blue
ever.
dress.
It's-
My husband said, "Are you watching that again?" I
I've
was
seen the
so
movie like
embarrassed.
63 times.
Stephanie interviewed Kevin Kwan
Yes,
a couple years
Kevin Kwan
ago.
He's amazing.
No, that's in my top 3.
Oh, it's
Crazy Rich Asians.
it is it's always my top. It's
It
fun. I've watched it a
really
million
was
times.
wonderful because it was so relatable and so
Funny,
rich.
so funny.
Oh, and Aquafina.
Awkwafina is one of my favorite
Yeah.
actresses and I just love them all. Like that cast, like Michelle Yeoh's Eleanor Young, like they are just so incredible.
Do you know that emerald ring was her ring? Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
That's Eleanor. That's really her ring.
That's really
Oh,
her
Michelle's,
ring.
yeah.
Michelle Yeoh.
Oh my
That
God.
was really her ring. It was a famous story at the time.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I may have seen something.
Yeah.
Wait, wow, that's incredible.
I cannot remember
love
what
that
my
movie.
favorite movie is right
Well-
now because I've been thinking so much about fashion, but that would be seriously my favorite fashion movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's that. That for me, I love The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, well, I love The Devil Wears Prada, but that's really not how it works.
No, yeah,
You know,
I
it
was gonna
really
say.
doesn't. She would never have gotten that from the closet. I'm just telling you. There's nobody that
They're not
would
taking it
take.
down to the
They're not
archive.
taking it down. She's not getting that winter white
Like,
coat.
that
She's
Chanel
not taking
boots.
that out. No, she's not getting that out of the closet. Nothing stay.
Yeah.
No.
There's no way that's happening.
That did not happen.
Yeah.
So that was a tough movie for me to see.
for someone that like when you
I've been
work
in the
this-
closet, no.
exactly. When you work in this space, when you see movies and they just make things up like that's why, like, for example, I had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader on last
Yes, she was
episode.
wonderful, by the way.
And she was talking about like sometimes on the show that's like that's not how it works.
That's not how it
was. But
Yeah.
but so like
It was very entertaining, but that's really not how it works.
for sure. And we're getting towards like the end of
Okay.
this amazing podcast that's been so far. So Miami, this is a little bit tying back into Miami because that's what my
But
podcast
here's
means.
where
Look at
we
the
are.
palm trees. So you've worked with major celebrities, but you've also deeply connected to Miami's fashion scene. How do you think Miami's fashion scene stacks up against other major cities?
Well, I've been asked this question in Miami for 20 years.
Wow.
I really have, and I've been interviewed a lot about it. And let's make Miami look good. Let's get to Miami that we have become involved and we're not just all about logos and all about, tacky clothes and anything like that. So I've really worked for so many years on making Miami look good as fashion on a whole. And I mean, I've seen, I've seen more style coming out of the parking lot some days. I'm telling you,
Oh my
kids,
God,
all
I
of
love
it.
it.
No, it's true.
No, at my
Then I
school-
see at some major events in Miami because, when you're young and you have guts,
Yes.
you're going to dress according to what you like, what you think looks good, and you're going to do you do the best you can with what you got.
Of course.
But I have never included anybody ever in a photo if their boobs were hanging
okay.
out, if they were tacky looking, if they were just no.
Yeah.
And they're there
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
For
but
sure. Yeah. Well,
it's about elegance.
No, I love that. That's so great. Don't take a photo of them, please. So this is my last question.
Okay.
It's, what advice would you give to any aspiring stylist looking to break into high fashion and celebrity styling?
Don't look into breaking into high fashion or celebrity styling.
Okay.
No, just start working.
Find
out where you can help someone, and leave your attitude at the door and what you think is your knowledge. And when I lectured at this one school,
Yes.
I said, what is the most important thing that you need to bring if you're doing a fashion show with me, a trunk show, an editorial photo, or even a private client? What do you think is the most important thing? And everybody said something different.
Really?
I said, it's 2 words: work ethic. Don't ask what time we're done. Don't ask what time we're done. Don't tell me what you have to do after. Turn your phone off.
Yeah.
And it's great to ask questions after, but and don't give me, as the fashion editor, your opinion on what you think would look best on the model.
No.
Just go get the size.
For sure.
But it's
Just
really just listen. And right now I have this crew of interns, and their teacher came to my Lanvin event the other night, and they are so great. I walked up to her, I said, thank you so much.
That's so
because they are so good, and they're all 18, 19, and 20. They are so good, and they all showed up in beautiful black clothes. I mean,
to match you.
To match me. I didn't ask them
today,
to.
I was like, I need to wear all black because.
But you know what? If you want to work in the field, do it. Work in
Go
it.
for it.
Yes, but read everything you can. Read about. Don't read about this latest influencer that's getting clothes for free.
Yes.
Don't read about her.
Read Elyse his work. That's where you'll get all the real.
No, but read about. Click on the link if somebody says she's the fashion editor of the Telegraph.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Sure.
in London. Click on the thing and see what show she's at, what she thinks of it. Just read articles about fashion. Read about the fashion editors or the fashion the designers who have passed.
Yeah.
Read the history of these guys. Don't try to be the next Donna Karan or the next Yves Saint Laurent. Be who you are,
exactly.
but do the work that's right in front of you to do, and do it. I say do it. I say go for it.
Because if you people sometimes just wait and expect things to come to them, and if you don't go out there and put yourself out there and read and work for it, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You have to go out and do it.
Let me tell you, I did it.
Yes.
I did it.
I mean, that's why you're the icon you are in the fashion world today.
I did it. I did about the work and everything, and I'm telling you, it's like, and I've never had an intern that didn't want to work with me.
Yeah, and I know why. Because that's why I wanted to work with you today. Of course. Oh my God. Well,
okay.
Thank you so much for coming on this
me.
podcast. I know I'm like I posted my first episode, which was just with me, and on the I saw that Elyse commented, and my brain instantly was like, boom, that's who I need to have.
Oh, at first I want to say that the visual. I'm a very visual person. I don't do well with languages, but I'm a very visual person, and the whole setup, everything really works. It's very important. Clothes, I just want to say one more thing. Clothes are a lot like furniture. It's about everything fitting. Where does your eye go? Your eye goes to the center.
For sure.
Austin interviews.
There you go.
Yay!
Dot.
Wait, and it's like ... Yes, here we are.
Of course. No, I thank you so much for
it's really been
being
my
part of it.
pleasure.
So if you want to go ahead and plug any of your social media, because of course, like we mentioned, you have the best articles, you want to go ahead and tell them where they can find you.
It's ELYSZE. It's Elysze Held on TikTok and ELYSZE on Instagram. And I will tell you, for many years, I have posted all of the editorials I've done. I posted everything. But you know where I get the most likes? Pictures of me. What can I say? Really,
why wouldn't they?
If you go through and you look at 20 whenever it started, 2007, 2008, 2009. I only did photos of columns or articles that I wrote, or models that I styled, and then I would get 100 likes, 102. Everybody's doing the same thing, and then I started putting photos of me all the time, and I would get thousands and thousands and thousands.
Because we want to see you.
Yeah,
that's, of course, and that's why I was like, we need to see you. And I know the second I asked Elyse to come on this podcast, I was like, she's gonna come in the best outfit. I need to step up my game.
This has This has been the best Sunday
Thank you so
afternoon
much. Oh my
I
God,
have
thank you for being here.
had forever.
So thank you so much. Just really quickly, want to make sure that you guys go like, follow, and comment on the Austin Interviews ... podcast. You can find me everywhere at Austin Interviews, Austin_interviews on Instagram and TikTok. And make sure to comment down below your favorite episode, your favorite part from this episode with Elysze, as well as your other episodes. And make sure to go check out my other YouTube videos out right now. And comment who you want to see next. I love you guys' input. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go follow Elysze everywhere, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Perfect.